This is a recap and review of Blue Lock episode 21, and we pick off from last week's episode where the score is 2-2 between Team White and Team Red. In this episode, at the beginning, Isagi really thinks that he's finally caught up to Barou. He thinks that he's finally able to read him, but that's where he was wrong. We figure out that all of this was Rin's plan, and we see that Rin's real ability is being able to manipulate people. He makes it so people think they know what they're doing, but they're all just being controlled by Rin. At the end, he's controlling and manipulating everyone to his own benefit. And that's what happens, which leads to Team Red scoring another goal and making the score 3-2. And this is where the main part of the episode starts, and we see Barou finally waking up. He was like in the background all this time, and he finally wakes up, which I'm really happy about because I think Barou is my favorite character. And while Team White is attacking, and it seems like Isagi is about to lose the ball, Barou comes and takes the ball from Isagi, his own teammate, and manages to score the goal and tie the game 3-3. And this was just insane. And Rin couldn't do anything about it because he thought he knew everything about everyone on the field. He thought he could manipulate everyone, but not Barou. Barou is just too crazy and too unpredictable for Rin, so he could not contain him. But after that, Rin said he will try to make that into his calculation and try to calculate Barou's abilities going forward. And then we see a little duel between Bachira and Chigiri. And actually, Isagi comes in and double teams him. But Bachira still managed to get past them. But that was part of Isagi's plan. He had Barou there waiting for him to steal the ball. And Barou does so. But Rin manages to barely read that. And just does a last second clearance to clear the ball. He still wasn't able to read Barou, but his reaction was just too fast, and they managed to throw the ball for a goal kick. And it's at this point that Bachira tries to realize something. He realizes that all this time he was looking for people who have monsters inside them, just like him, so they could play with him. But he realizes that Isagi and Rin are just so far ahead of him that he won't be able to compete, and that worries him. And then towards the end of the episode, we get a free kick for Team Red, and Rin manages to score a beautiful goal, curves around everyone, and manages to make the score 4-3. And then the episode ends with Bachira seeming to awaken his monster again. So I'm really excited for next episode. We'll get to see Bachira finally wake up and demonstrate his true potential. Overall, this was another great episode of Blue Lock. We'll give this episode an 8.8 out of 10.